That's why when first said to me, do you believe in love? Do you love your mother? I said, in what area? In the area of racism. She was a racist, and she was antagonistic to foreigners. So I did not love her in that area. That's why I try to tell people that love is another bullshit word. Now let me tell you what I mean by that, so you don't get mad at me. Is there anybody here that likes everything they've ever done? Okay, so we all do stupid things in the past. We do things we didn't like. Now, if you live with a replica of yourself, how long will you be together? So, sometimes you love yourself, sometimes you don't. So if you fall in love with a guy and the guy falls in love with a girl, you're married a few years, sometimes you love him, sometimes you don't love him as much, sometimes you just don't like him, and sometimes you love him again. So it's a fluctuating thing, not a fixed thing. Do you understand that? You don't love yourself all the time any more than you can love anyone else all the time. So once you understand that, before that people used to get confused. Some girl told me she sent her boyfriend through medical school. And when he got out, he ran off with her best friend. She said, what a terrible person he is. I said, no, there's nothing wrong with that guy. Your ability to judge people is poor. There's nothing wrong with the world you live in. When you think it should be a certain way and it isn't, you get mad. It's your own values that allow stuff, not the world.
Love is a BS word. You yourself have, and most people in the radio audience, have done things that they're sorry for. They've done things that they thought were insufficient, all of us. So sometimes you love yourself, sometimes you don't, sometimes you hate yourself. So if you marry somebody, sometimes you love them very much, sometimes a little less, sometimes you're disappointed in them. So love is not a fixed thing. It's a fluctuating situation. Yeah. If you marry a girl that has 7 qualities that you like, after you're married 5 years, you meet another girl that has 27 qualities that you like. You can't help but feel for that person.
In the future, you'll probably love as many people who are lovable. You'll share ideas and values with many people, and you probably won't have one person that's a possession. Today, a lot of people who are married, that's their possession. And if anything happens to them, if they die, it's really terrible that that's the only people that they share their lives and their values and their work with.
People of the future would be so different. For example, if you took your grandmother to Miami Beach and she saw the girls walking around with their butts hanging out, she'd say they've gone too far. Well, where she's coming from, that would be normal, but it would not be normal today. So you see, all our values, the way we look at the world, we've learned that at a certain time. And I'm saying that in the future, people will be very different than we are today. People will not use the word love. They'll use the word extensionality. I associate with a person because they enhance my life. They make my life easier. We have a lot in common. We understand each other in many different areas. And as the years go by, we've increased and improved our relationship. That's what love will really become. Today it's just a word, like religion is a verbal hobby. On a radio broadcast, Larry King once asked me what I thought of Christianity. And I said, it's a great idea. Why are they putting it into practice?